Single hand, double hand. Which one's better? Let's discuss it today. All right, champions, let's talk about if you're out there and you're stuck with which one should I use, the single hand or the double hand. I'm going to give you some tips. I'm going to show you which shots are easier with which one. But before we go there, I want to just calm you down and get you to understand that relax. You know, the one that you're using right now is feeling comfortable is probably the right one. I know you want a clear answer, but unfortunately there is no clear answer. The first thing I would tell you though is if you've been playing one-hander from a young age and you're hitting it decently, I would tell you to stick with it, okay? If you've been playing double-handed, and now you want to play around with one hand, I wouldn't do that. But if you are at a stage where you haven't really chosen, you don't know which one is better, this video might be for you. First thing I want to talk about, and before I carry on, I want to let you know that this is my opinion. You might not agree with everything. This is just my experience. Let's talk about the return of serve, okay? I feel like the return of serve is a little bit more beneficial to use the double-hander. Okay, the reason being the serve comes so fast, and obviously the higher the level goes, the more advanced you are. The serve comes so fast, it's just a lot easier to split step and then have a short turn and be stronger, okay? Is the one-hander possible with the return of serve? Of course it is. Just look at Federer, but it is a little bit harder and it's easier to be late, and then how do you get that ball in? So I think the double-hander wins the battle on which one is better on the return of serve. Let's talk about power. Okay, you might not believe this, but you are actually able to get more power when it comes to the one-handed backhand. And what's very important to know though is that your timing has to be correct. If your timing is right, you can look at pros like Wawrinka, Tsitsipas, Shapovalov. Their power is incredible with the one-handed backhand, but the timing has to be there. So I believe that the one-hander in terms of power, if the timing is right, there's more swing, so the one-hander wins the battle. Okay, if you look at a double-hander, it's a lot more compact. It's a lot more compact and solid. You can get power, but because the one-hander is such a big swing, such a smooth swing, I think in terms of power, if your timing is right, the one-hander wins the battle. Okay, guys, believe me or not, or agree with me or not, but I believe that players with a one-handed backhand, they tend to have a better slice because they're already used to using one hand. So if you watch players with a very good slice, a lot of them have one-handed backhands. Again, look at all the players with a one-handed tops and backhand, their slices are very good. Does that mean you can't have a good slice if you're two-handed? No. But I do believe that if you're used to hitting one-hander, top spin backhand, your slice will automatically be better. Okay guys, the one-handed backhand is, again, I feel like if you have a good one in the backhand, it's a little bit easier to hit the ball down the line. Why? Because the one-handed backhand, you turn a lot more automatically. If you look at the one-handed backhand, I'm turning all the way there. Two-handed backhand, I'm turning there. Okay? But if you turn proper, if you have a good turn on the double hand, you can still get it down the line. Okay? Then when it comes to the cross court, I feel like the double-hander wins the battle. Reason being is because you have your left hand to help you after contact point. You can use your left hand to get the ball cross court, and the one-handed backhand, if you hit the ball late, it's so hard now to adjust and try and get a cross court. Double-handed backhand, if you hit it slightly late, you can adjust with the left hand, still get a cross court. So I think on the cross court backhand, the double-hander wins the battle. And on the down the line, one-hander wins the battle. Okay guys, we've touched on it this before with the return of serve, but when your ball comes very fast, extremely fast, the two-hander is a lot easier to adjust and get it back, okay? But when it comes to the stretch, especially if you're not as quick as you want to be, then a one-handed backhand is going to be more beneficial. Of course, you have more reach with the one-handed backhand to try and get it. So the one-handed backhand, you'll be able to have a better reach. Two-handed backhand, you'll be able to manage hard balls easier. Guys, this one is debatable. It's just my feeling. My feeling is on the one-hander, if you have a very good one-hander, your timing is good. It's a little bit easier when someone comes to the net to flick it on their toes to get that ball to dip down, because it's a nice loose wrist. I mean, just look at Federer. His cross-court passing shots, brilliant, because if you can get your wrist loose, it's a little bit easier to get over it. Double-hander is still possible, but you got to understand the double-hander is more of a stable shot, very solid, and the one-hander is more risky. So that one is debatable. Okay, guys, if you've watched this video all the way to now, you're looking for an answer, but unfortunately there's no straight answer. But I hope all these tips and ideas, when you look at your game, the type of game style you have, you'll know which one you should stick to. And always remember, don't overthink anything. If your one-hander feels more comfortable, stick with it. Just work on it. If the double-hander feels more comfortable, stick with it. If you are unsure, these tips I just gave you will make your choice easier. Okay, guys, if you want to know how to hit a perfect backhand cross-court, watch this video here on the screen right now. And remember, you can support me so much by simply liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Thank you.